just wanted to just have a brief conversation. This is the month of joy, the month of Adar in the Jewish calendar is one in which we are to increase joy. And one of the questions that I'm asking myself throughout the month is to what extent am I joyous on a daily basis? And that's something that we can ask ourselves, take a spot check each day. And we've all been joyous, we've all been pleasant throughout the day. The problem isn't whether or not we have had moments of joy or happiness or these kinds of things. The question ultimately is how do we maintain it? How do we have that feeling or that center, that state of being, so to speak, on a regular basis? And I believe that that's a choice. It's really a choice of what we allow in. Just like anything, what we allow into our minds and what we allow into our emotions is really a testament to what we allow in to our lives. And sometimes I look at my thoughts and my emotions and these kinds of things, or joy, however you want to look at. Specifically speaking, like as joy is a thought or emotion, it's just like any other experience I have, that what I put in is what I'm going to get out of it. If you eat some bad food, you're going to have a bad reaction. If you experience, if you're constantly around uh, um, uh, um, life that is not joyous and looking for the negative and looking for things that are not possibilities, or we come to conclusions on things, that's what the mind is going to do. So one of the things that I just wanted to share today was actually what brought joy to my life in the past week, and what is continues to bring me joy is something really interesting. My son technically had his bar mitzvah last week. He turned 13 and on his Hebrew birthday. On his Hebrew birthday, I went out and I purchased tefillin, and we put it on several times since then, but on his actual birthday, we put tefillin on. And an amazing act, an amazing moment. And it was really just a really cool moment. And, here's the tefillin that I bought him, and brand new, and the value of that moment really touched, and not only me but the entire family. And having that moment of being able to put tefillin on for the first time brought an immense amount of joy to me and to the home. And why is that? Not just because it's a celebration, not just because it's a moment of a milestone that we celebrated together as a family, but I think even more so it was that the tefillin themselves are things that are a reminder that we have a choice on a daily basis of what we're going to do. I wake up in the morning, and what's the first thing? What's the first thing that we all do when we wake up in the morning? What's the very, very first thing that we all do? We check our phones? Okay, no, but one of the things I want to suggest is that maybe the very first thing we do is smile and look at the world through a smile, or look through the eye through the lens of being bright-eyed and excited about what's to come. Certainly, in our Jewish law, it says we should wake up and be like a lion, just ready to kind of tackle the day. And one way I do that is just smile. And what a great first act to take. Then the next moment really is to put on tefillin, to take an act. That's really a choice, and the first choice that I make is certainly take the smile, take that moment, but putting the tefillin on. And when I do that, it really is about making a choice, and that's true for the external, which is really about what tefillin is that the external choices that I make on a regular basis, but that the external choices that I'm constantly being bombarded with really interact very, very much with my internal life. And so that's where the joy comes from, is that that act of putting on the tefillin is an act, an action. It's a choice, but so too is my inner life. And if I want to be joyous, then I just need to cultivate that. It took time for tefillin, for example, to become a working part of my daily ritual. Well, it will also take time to cultivate joy. That's certainly why we have an entire month devoted to creating joy. because it takes time. And each year we build and focus and focus and focus, and it is really, in a sense, a jumping off point for us to build from. Remember that always that we build a foundation before we build the building, because if I try and build too much on a weak foundation, it won't go anywhere. Remember, much of what the tree is what you cannot see. It's in the roots. How the bigger the tree, the deeper the roots. So, in any event, that's where I'm at with joy today. We'll be exploring joy over the next few weeks, but Purim is coming. And want to wish you all a joyous day. Remember, to what extent are you joyous on a daily basis? Make it a habit. Make it a choice on a daily basis.